It's 3 a.m. You're exhausted, but your brain is wide awake. You've tried the blue light glasses and the cold room, but the more you try to sleep, the more your body resists. That wired but tired feeling isn't a lack of discipline. It's a hormonal mismatch. Your cortisol is rising too early and your immune system doesn't get the chance to finish its nightly repair job. Today, we're moving away from forcing sleep and looking at how to signal safety to your body. Rather than fighting our body, we're going to start working with it. Sleep and the immune system are deeply linked. Your immune system is most active at night. Throughout the evening and into the night and during sleep, your body transitions away from dealing with the outside world and towards maintenance, repair and immune regulation. Two hormones play a big role in sleep regulation: cortisol and melatonin. Cortisol. It's called the stress hormone, but it's also a timing hormone. It's highest in the morning to help you wake up. It's lowest at night so your body can rest. It's a signal to the body to ignore melatonin and to become more alert and mobilized. Melatonin. It's not just a sleep hormone. It helps coordinate immune activity at night and reduces unnecessary activation. It helps regulate inflammation. It signals that it's safe to rest and sleep, repair and regulate. Low melatonin levels are common in chronic stress or inflammatory illnesses. The body simply doesn't feel safe enough to stand down. That 3 a.m. wake-up feeling, or wired and tired, well, it means cortisol is the likely culprit. It's rising too early before the immune system has finished its nighttime work. So, we know that sleep is driven by hormonal signals. If those signals are unclear, sleep will struggle. We can set conditions to make those signals clearer to our body, thus improving our chances of sleep. First, we need to address our frustration with not getting sleep. The first thing to understand is that rest is 70% as restorative as sleep. If you can just accept doing nothing is beneficial, then you're actually most of the way there already. That discovery actually really helped me, because I got to a point where I could actually eventually enjoy those moments at 3 a.m. just lying awake. I didn't have to do anything else, so I could enjoy a sort of stress-free moment. There are, however, a few other things we can do in the moment to help us relax and further let go. Deep, slow breathing, where your breath out is longer than your breath in, is a strong signal that both your mind and body can relax. Breathing deeply for around 15 minutes can really help cortisol levels reduce. If you're still alert, try getting up and going to another room and doing a calm, gentle activity there, such as reading or journaling. Journaling, or writing down your thoughts and feelings, really help close the mental loops and reduce those racing thoughts, as the mind no longer needs to struggle to remember things, and it feels like it's being listened to. The main thing here is that we're trying to reduce stress in the short term, so you can sleep. Directly confronting that stress elsewhere in your life will have a strong effect on your sleep. However, that's a big topic, and that's for another video. So now we know how to signal to our body how to relax and let go in the moment. We can now work on the everyday signals that help build our sleep factory over the longer term. And the next signal starts at the beginning of the day. The human circadian cycle, or sleep-wake cycle, unfortunately runs just slightly longer than the 24 hours we have in a day. And this means that your body needs a strong signal to reset and realign with the day. That signal is daylight. Go outside after sunrise and simply look at the sky. You just need to have that signal of light getting through to your eyes to signal to your body that it's day. For waking, and to make sure that your immune system is able to finish its nightly repair job in time, mimic sunrise where possible. For example, a gentle alarm with light and sound that mimics sunrise. Even with a normal alarm, you can actually set it really quiet and you'll still find you wake up okay. At the other end of the day, a reduction in light in the evening signals to the body that it's time to sleep. You don't have to worry too much about blue light. Wavelength, i.e. the colour of the light, doesn't matter anywhere near as much as the intensity. These light signals should help our sleep hormone, melatonin, rise naturally. But we need to make sure that our bodies are actually producing enough melatonin in the first place. The good news is that the majority of melatonin is produced in the gut, and that means that we can change our diet to increase production of melatonin. And melatonin is created by eating more fibre and tryptophan at the same time. You can think of it as a factory. Tryptophan is the raw material. Fibre is a power supply that keeps the machines, the gut bacteria, running so they can finish the product, melatonin. Good foods for melatonin production include seeds and nuts. They're particularly high in both fibre and tryptophan. You need both fibre and tryptophan to get the best benefit. What's interesting here is meat does not contain fibre. So turkey, for example, includes lots of tryptophan, but you would need to combine that with a high fibre source to get the best benefit. Eating more fibre and tryptophan in the morning will ensure your body has them in store for night time. You can see my previous video on anti-inflammatory diet for more information about fibre and short-chain fatty acids. At night, your immune system is starting to increase activity. Therefore, we need to support it by reducing other demands on the body and brain where we can. Reducing mental and physical activity reduces stress, and therefore reduces cortisol and guides us towards sleep. By avoiding eating, exercising and intense moments before bedtime, it's giving your body and your mind another signal that you're safe. As well as reducing physical and mental demands leading up to bedtime, we can also reduce the demands on our body when we're in bed too. You can probably control the environment you sleep in, your bed and your bedroom. So the typical advice is useful. A cool, dark, clean bed, bedding and bedroom will help you. Not having clothes on the floor or piles of clutter in the bedroom will help ensure that you have no mental loops when you go to bed. No strong smells and no allergens will help too. Think about it. You're in the same room for 7 to 9 hours each night, breathing in exactly the same air. And air purifiers are a surprisingly effective low-effort change. You get to reduce your immune system's nighttime load by reducing allergens that the immune system would otherwise have to deal with. Do you get interrupted in the night? You might be getting bumped by a partner, or a kid might be interrupting you during the night. Each interruption increases cortisol. Sleeping separately is not a crime, and it doesn't mean your relationship is doomed. You can always have a cuddle for half an hour or more before splitting off for a good night's sleep. Think of improvements to your sleep and theirs, plus the boost of serotonin when you get back together in the morning. So those are the signals that we can influence, and these are the steps we can take to strengthen our sleep signals. Now I suggest changing just one thing at a time, and choose whatever is easiest for you. Maybe start with your mindset and learning to relax and breathe, reminding yourself that rest is 70% of the way there. Just keep slowly building your sleep factory and confronting your sources of stress. Eventually you will get there. You don't need to be perfect. Compromises are okay. Remember, slow progress is still progress. So there you have it. Sleep generally improves when the body has clear signals that it's time to sleep and that it is safe enough to do so. Your immune system will be able to do its full job, and your inflammation levels will also reduce. Now you know how to fix your sleep signals. Make sure your diet isn't undoing that work. Watch my video on the anti-inflammatory diet next.